thought it would be nice if you had a video so at least you could see me, even if I can't see you, and put a face with your instructor's name. So, hello, I am Cindy Ford, and I'll be teaching you your basic composition course this semester. And I just wanted to take some time to welcome you, talk about the course a little bit, talk about my expectations for you, and just some general things of that nature. One of the things I wanted to discuss with you was the theme of the course, which is death, which is kind of morose actually, and I'm not a very morose person, but I always like to have a theme for a class because then we can build all the readings around them, the writings around them, and it kind of helps to unify the class and kind of engage you in one big topic instead of just kind of reading all sorts of piecemeal things here and there and then trying to kind of fit them together. It just makes more sense to me to have a class that's based on a theme, a writing class that's based on a theme. So there's a method to my madness, don't worry. I picked death because it's such a huge issue, and gosh, there's so many thoughts about death and what happens after death and us thinking about our own mortality. And I mean, just think about it for a minute in pop culture, how many television shows are based on death or figuring out how people died, or think about science fiction movies or movies that show the future and how they usually portray what's happened to humanity. It's usually not good. We're just kind of fascinated with the fact that we're kind of running on borrowed time. So I thought it'd be an interesting subject to talk about. And most of us, I'm 39, so most of us, if you've gotten to be my age or even younger, have experienced a death of someone close to them. And no matter how much you prepare for it, if the person was sick or not sick, it's always a shock. So it's a good thing to write about. It's cathartic, it's good, it's kind of like mini therapy. So I picked the topic because it's interesting to me, and also because I think it's of general interest to the public. And there's tons of good literature written around death as a subject. So in this class you'll be writing a lot, obviously, because it's a composition class. And hopefully at the end of this class, my goal is just to make you more confident writers, to take you from here to here, or if you're here, I take you to here, or if you're here, I take you to here. So it's little steps. But I think in doing the exercises that we have in this class and really working hard at perfecting your writing, you're going to come out at the other side feeling like you're better able to write when you need to. And those are the situations when you want to produce your best writing, when someone says, look, I need you to write this, bam, and it's not exactly something you want to write about. It's how you respond to that and what you write and how you write it. That's going to define who you are at work and in your career as a student here at Tri-C. So that being said, you are going to be reading and starting to read our first novel next week, and that is in Stephen King's short story book called Different Seasons. And this one's actually really good. If you have time, in your free time, there's all sorts of good short stories in here, including this movie, or, the book that The Shawshank Redemption was made out of. But we're actually going to be reading The Body, which in my version starts way back in the book on like page 294. And The Body, although you may not know it, was the short story from which Stand By Me, great movie, came from. And Stand By Me is like on cable television every Sunday. So if you haven't seen it, you probably should see it. But as I said in my intro document that I had on the web, you've got to read the story too, because they are different, and I will know the differences. So, make sure you read the book version as well. So next week you're going to start reading The Body. And what I really want you to look for is how death really consumes these boys' curiosity and drives this journey that they go on. And that's what we're going to start looking at in this class. Now, also on this particular page where you find this video, I have put a template, a simple basic outline of an essay. I want you to start looking that over. It's a really good way to start putting your thoughts in order. I'm not asking you to write an essay yet, but you will be soon. So I want you to get familiar or refamiliarized with the ways you write an essay. And in one of the videos that is upcoming, because there will be more of these, you get used to seeing my mug. This will not be the last time. We'll talk about the writing process and the steps that you should go through just getting ready to write before you even put finger to keyboard or pen to paper. There's a whole series of things you should kind of do to prep yourself for getting ready to write something in response to an assignment. So we're going to talk about that a little later on. But for today, for this video, I just wanted to say hello. Thank you all for reading very carefully and turning in the secret coded email. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you probably need to go back to some of the earlier information in week 1 and find something in there that I might be talking about, something that I don't like. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, didn't read thoroughly, go back, read again. Anyway, good to meet you all. I hope we have a really exciting class. I know a lot of people were like, these books are strange, why are we reading them? Trust me. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, and I hope to engage you and have a good semester. So I'll see you all online.